Good news, the Supreme Court has decided to hear arguments against the TikTok divestment law, which would ban TikTok in the US come January 19th. Now, we don't know if this means that TikTok will be saved, so should this app go away, still, while there is time, sign up for my newsletter. Now, the Supreme Court is set to hear oral arguments on January 10th on whether this ban violates the First Amendment. Now, in my opinion, this is over free speech because the US government keeps saying that it's about national security in China, something that they have not shown the public. And also, we have been learning more and more that TikTok and its parent company ByteDance are not outright owned by China. 60% of ByteDance is owned by international investors. 20% is owned by its Chinese co-founder. We'll get more to the Chinese owning in a second. And 20% is owned by employees, including 7,000 in the US. Also, 3 out of the 5 board members for ByteDance are US citizens. And like I mentioned, that 20% owned by China, China actually holds a 1% ownership stake in one of ByteDance's China-based subsidiaries, which runs an app in China similar to TikTok. So when you see all that, you start to realize that the US government saying that this is a national security concern, that argument does not hold water. And Mitt Romney let the cat out of the bag, basically admitting that this is about free speech. Because back in May, he mentioned that he was concerned about all this content that was on TikTok. So it seems like the US government is actually more concerned about not being able to control the narrative. So I don't know if the Supreme Court is going to save TikTok. They're going to take up oral arguments. They're going to hear the case. But let's just hope that they side with the people and realize that this is a violation of our First Amendment.